We were in question 5b. Outline the reforms of Nehemiah on the observance of a Sabbath. So, number 1, he condemned commercial activities carried out on Sabbath. He directed that the gates of Jerusalem be shut until after the Sabbath. So, no commercial activities on Sabbath. The gates of Jerusalem to be shut. He also placed his personal guards at the gates to prevent any trader that was getting in during the Sabbath. And then he commanded the Levites to protect the purity of the Sabbath. He also commanded the Levites to guard the temple gates and to keep the purity of the temple. He also threatened traders who camped outside the wall with arrests if they do not withdraw, because they wanted to get in the gates of Jerusalem. Question 5c, identify 7 lessons Christians learn from the ministry of Nehemiah. What do you learn? Number 1, as a Christian, Christians should be committed in serving God. Number 1 is serving the people like Nehemiah. Be committed in serving the people like Nehemiah. You should also persevere in your work. If you face any difficulty, you should be able to persevere. So you start Christians should, or you start they should. You should also, Christians should use their time and resources to serve others and God. Should be honest in their dealings. You should also, as Christians, show compassionate to those who are suffering. You should be a role model. You should pray to God for guidance when faced with challenges. You pray to God for guidance when faced with challenges. You should also be selfless and be mindful of others' welfare. Be selfless and be mindful of others' welfare. Take practical measures to solve problems affecting people. To take practical measures to solve problems affecting the people. Question 6a, outline the traditional African concept of the community. Traditionally, what do you view a community? So, the members of the community include those who are unborn, the living dead. The living dead, remember, also are called the ancestors. So that is what includes or constitutes the community. The unborn, the living, and the living dead. Remember, the living dead are the ancestors. Also, a community, the community members speak a common language. They speak a common language. They are either related by blood, marriage, or adoption. And then also members occupy the same geographical area. They occupy the same geographical area. They carry out similar economic activities. The community also is made up of smaller units, or you can just say it is made up of smaller units which are called clans. Clans. Each community has its own rules. Each community has its own rules. It has its own taboos and cultural practices. And then each member of the community is expected to participate in the life of the community. Question 6b, state the role of medicine men in traditional African communities. The role of medicine men is to identify illness, to also identify the cause of the illness, to give treatment. If someone consults them, they should give treatment. They should also assist in dispelling witchcraft. They should also offer protection against any illness. For example, they can offer charms to get rid of any misfortune or illness. So they offer protection against any illness. They offer protection against any kind of illness. They also assist in disempowering witchcraft and magic. The medicine also guide and counsel people on various issues. They train other medicine men and women, and they also preside over religious functions. Question 6C, identify 6 ways in which the church in Kenya assists orphans in the society. So they assist orphans by organizing for adoption of orphans. They organize for their adoption. They pay school fees for them. They put them in children's home. They also teach or they preach to people their responsibility towards orphans, their responsibility. So they tell the people, they educate the people on their responsibility towards orphans. They also offer the orphans employment in order for them to be self-reliant, so they can be able to take care of themselves and cater to their needs. That is, they offer them employment, and they offer them guidance and counseling. And remember that they offer them guidance and counseling so that they can be able to cope with the situations.